Christmas. That was in 1933 in Huntington, West Virginia, on the banks of the Ohio River, the hometown of Marshall University. Go Herd. This is a set that I wanted in the show because it reminds me, and I think it might remind you too, of your childhood. And that's really what Mr. Christmas does better than anybody. It's giving us those nostalgic pieces, those bring back the memory pieces, but in this case, let's say, not in the light bulbs that you feel like could remove a fingerprint, because that's what those old school ceramic trees were about. They were also larger. This is an ornament set that you're getting. 4 ornaments. Comes down to $7.50 per ornament. And this was my pick of the show when I realized you're even getting not just the bags, but the gift tissue. The tissue paper is included. So truly everything you need to gift these at a sale price of under $30. The item number here is H221745. Hi, Leslie Hermanson.
Hi, Mary.
It's so nice to
Great
see you
to
again.
see you. Thank you for having me back.
Thank you for being here. Leslie brings us our big deal, so that's why I'm welcoming her back. In fact, we're going to look at that set of ornaments done in glass bell shape, different, but they look nice together. Tell me about the color choices in this one.
Okay, so we are loving the little miniature nostalgic trees because of all of the color in the bulbs and all of the attention to detail in each one. Super bright LEDs in the stars, hand painting on these pink trees, each bough hand painted, each little bulb painstakingly glued into place, and you get, as you said, all 4 with the gift bags, with the tissue, with the tags. These are just truly Christmas memories ready to just serve up on a platter. In this case, I've somehow managed to get it so you can't see that there are 4, but oh wait, I have an idea. If I could, ta-da! 4 gifts, 4 ornaments ready to go.
I like seeing those on the cake stand.
Isn't that sweet?
Because that pink looks like, with the little gummy drop looking lights, it looks like a dessert, doesn't
it?
And
you would think, and that's why I love these with the gingerbread. If you decorate with gingerbread, these are so sweet and so fun. Put them in the kitchen, put them in a little girl's room at night as a nightlight. So much fun.
But look at this, the natural green.
So this one, again, Mary, each bulb is glued into place. Each tree is hand painted on the boughs to look like the original trees that you might have made in a ceramics class years ago, or maybe it was your mother or your sister or your aunt or a friend who had these in their home at Christmas because it was made in a ceramics class. So fun. And you get all 4. They're hang as ornaments, put them on a sturdy branch because they are ceramic and they're pretty heavy, but also just as fun to decorate with. And we had some on the dining room table, and we can go over there and look if we get a minute.
I love these white.
Once we get through the white. Okay.
Well, they're the most limited also, so I'll just warn you about that now.
Okay. So the white, look at how the bulbs, you know, on the green tree, I think they look like little gems. On the white trees, they look like gumdrops. So sweet. And you know, we matched the colors of the lights to the originals. We just absolutely wanted these to look like the trees that you remember from growing up.
Right.
And then the last one, and
this
again,
is
the key is, I mean, is that amazing? So this is, we had never seen this before. We did it in a silver. It is such a high gloss metallic.
Ceramic?
It is still ceramic, and then it's fired with a different kind of paint. It's a metallic paint. And look at that. So even, we're looking at these with the full lights on, and when the lights in the studio come down, that's when you really see what is the pop of the light inside each ornament as it reflects. And you know, if you decorate with mercury glass, think of this as a really fun way to bring color to your mercury glass collection.
Feel that. I would love to see a forest of these.
Oh,
you know,
absolutely.
Like sometimes when we talk, obviously it's an ornament, hang them on a tree, but I would love to get 3 or 4 sets of these and then like create different elevations using candlesticks or whatever, and then just have a wow statement. And almost, like
you
a
can
forest.
do that. And look, there you can see how the light pops in each little ornament. And we can go and look at, I love that forest idea. you could do it on a mantle.
Hold on,
maybe.
I don't want to walk into
Okay,
anything,
don't
but I'm
walk
reading
into-
reviews
Oh.
and talking about the size and loving the
Yes,
pink color.
yes.
Love these small ceramic trees. I got the classic green ones. Great gifts, great buy. I should have bought 2 sets.
See, because
yeah.
the gifting, you want to be able to give it away, but it might just be too tempting to keep. We're only human after all. So here is the 4, these are all 4, and I just have them lined up here really simply because we've got our glass ornaments up high. But as you had mentioned, on a candlestick, on a pedestal or a pillar, so fun. And if you want to do that forest, maybe you have an original tree from growing up.
Yes,
and
yes,
here's a
yes.
way you can do kind of a big tree with a bunch of little trees layered
nature,
in.
yeah, trees aren't the same size in nature.
And we did that also on the dining room table.
Oh,
so
hold
we
on. Can I just, because this is about
Yes,
quality.
yes.
Much more than I expected. I had the larger one about 30 years ago and was looking for a smaller one for the kids. These are exactly what I wanted. But don't you love hearing that when,
Yes.
when you have one expectation at home based on what you see and hear here on QVC2, and then you get it home and go, my goodness, my expectations have been exceeded.
And that is truly our goal with these. So the craftsmanship, each piece is ceramic, each bulb, as we mentioned, is glued into place. There's even, originally when we made these, we didn't put a light in the star. And then we thought, hey, the star really needs to stand out. And we figured out a way with our engineers to put a little LED even up inside of the star of each ornament. And look at what that does. Each tree is topped with such a beautiful star. And then we used the super bright LEDs. We put it on battery operated with a timer, so they'll turn on and off as you every night without having to touch them. So if you want to hang them on the tree, or if you want to put them in a place that you don't want to necessarily reach up and turn them on and off.
I'm just
night
gonna
lights.
steal one of these from
Let's do it. Let's do them together.
Table. Just so you can see what these look like on the tree itself.
And look at what a sweet compliment these are to our big deal glass ornaments, which we really brought in. So that's hanging on the tree right there. And you saw how quickly I just did that. You know, if you have a real tree, I want you to make sure it's a very sturdy bough.
Yeah.
If it's an artificial tree, most artificial tree branches can support the ornament, no problem. But what a wonderful pop of color. And that's the other thing. On the table,
They're pretty.
how fun to bring color like that to your dining room table.
Well, and then it's the most affordable take home. Because you and I were talking about wine, and you know, what do you spend on an affordable bottle of wine?
Or
it's probably twice as much as one of these trees costs. So I'm saying that's more entry level. These now are $7.50.
If you brought a $7 bottle of wine, you might not feel so proud to give it.
I was going to say, you,
I don't know. You might feel terrible the next day too.
I'm right now
if you
going
drink
to
it.
check myself and keep that thought on the inside.
Do it.
Let's go back and look at all
won't,
these colors.
But the point is that the $7 bottle of wine is not your finest vintage. I have no idea. Whatever it is, it's probably not.
I hear
but
you.
But to be able to give a gift that is ceramic, that's meaningful, that lights up, that glows, and that's like nothing else. You know, these are truly unique. We took those classic big ceramic trees and we said, let's miniaturize them. Let's make something new.
But do
let's
all the
make
detail.
it an ornament.
Let's like still make it feel the way you would want it to feel.
Yeah.
And not to knock wine, I would hang this around the neck of a bottle of wine and make that the extra. If you want to be able to give somebody something, but you're fond of doing ornaments at the season as well, because there's just something about getting that. Wouldn't
Is
you?
it still a $7 bottle of wine? I'm just kidding.
So it depends, Leslie.
But it really is.
If I'm also drinking it, then I'll spend more on it. But otherwise,
but it is. I think that's an adorable idea. You know, you've got the wine in the little wine bag, and the silver especially. Sometimes you see those metallic wine bags.
Yeah.
How cute to hang this ornament.
On any package, or you know, for your colleagues at work, where you want to be able to do a little something. But you can't spend $20 on everybody who has a cubicle around you in the office. That's not in the cards. But maybe you could do this, because for under $30, you've now checked 4 names off your list just to let them know, I'm thinking about you, I wanted to give you a little something, but these are not made out of plastic. This is ceramic.
They are. And so when you give these, you can't imagine the reactions. I gave them to a bunch of friends last Christmas at the end of our Christmas party. I had them out. And as people left, I said, you know, please take a tree and carry it home with you. And then everyone sent me pictures the next morning of their kids waking up to, it was a grown-up party, to their kids waking up to, and seeing the trees. And it was so fun, because these truly, and the parents oohed and awed themselves, but then the kids just went crazy for them.
Look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Would it be possible, team, to bring the lights back up so that we can see these colors? Because I enjoyed reading the reviews about the pink choice in particular.
Yes.
Where you know, shoppers didn't know for sure how they'd feel when they got them initially, and then opened that box and realized how charming this choice is. It's just different to see it done this way.
It is, and it's not like you are deciding you're going to get a 9-foot pink Christmas tree, okay? This is not a commitment that you have to be afraid of. And I decorate with pink now because my girls love it so much, but I layer it in with my more traditional colors, and it works really well, especially because you've got all of those colors in the bulbs. So that's the pink choice.
So from the most unexpected to the most classic.
And it truly is. So the green is what you remember from your childhood. It's got all of that detail, the hand-painted boughs, the little bulbs glued in, but it's got LED lights, so you don't have to worry about it getting hot. It's on a timer, so it will turn on and off on its own. This is truly the gift that will create instant memories for whomever you give it to. The next is the white, and I love it. It's so fresh. It's farmhouse modern. It's kind of, I think it would be so cute to put on a kitchen island, or put it in the powder room. Also a great night light. Any of these is a great night light.
The silver, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, and that one is so
special.
unexpected to have the colored light, the bulbs with that colored light. You know, I think this is so mid-century, but it also is super traditional. So if you do traditional mercury glass decorating and you want to have something really unique and colorful, that's the way to go.
So 300 orders placed just in the last few minutes. Even a bigger wow is how many since you launched these? More than 55,000 sets ordered. And I'll remind you, you're not just getting the 4 trees, but you're going to receive a gift bag for each tree, even the tissue paper for each one. So it's like, imagine how much you're saving in effort and money down the line. That's a no-brainer. H221745. We're going to do another set, Leslie. I don't know if you heard, but you're a big deal.
I heard about it.
14 minutes. Okay, as in 14 minutes, we'll talk about the big deal. Hi, Hannah Tim.
Hi.
I wanted to have you earlier in the show than planned, because I was so excited by these candles.
Oh my gosh, they're great.
So I talked to our buddy Scott upstairs, and I said, can we slide those up a little bit? So home